A fragile piece years after the Mimic War, Earth is rebuilding under a fragile piece. Major William Cage has disappeared from the public eye, haunted by memories of the loop. Rita Vertasky now leads a military research division analyzing mimic biology. Nations worry the creatures might return, but no signs remain, until a mining crew on Mars reports a signal pulse, one matching mimic frequency. Cage is secretly approached by military brass. It's starting again. The Mars Disturbance team is dispatched to Mars to investigate the signal. The transmission grows stronger, and then the team vanishes. Rita assembles a small elite squad, but requests Cage, believing only he can stop what's coming. Cage, tired and emotionally withdrawn, initially refuses. But then he starts dreaming again, visions of mimics, loops, and red skies. The time loop feeling is back. Arrival on Mars, the team lands on Mars base Echo, abandoned and partially destroyed. They discover a single survivor, Dr. Silas Eno, ranting about time and resurrection. He claims a new alpha has been born beneath the Martian surface. Unlike the Earth mimics, this one is aware of the loop and is manipulating it. It calls itself the Architect. Cage feels time ripple, and suddenly, Rita dies. The loop begins anew. Cage wakes up back on the ship, Rita alive, unaware of her own death. He realizes the loop is back, but it's different. Shorter, less predictable. Sometimes he loops hours back, sometimes minutes. Worse, the mimics seem to know he's coming. The Architect is actively countering him, resetting before Cage can act. A new game of time chess has begun. Into the red zone, Cage and Rita navigate the Martian tunnels in multiple iterations. The walls pulse like they're alive, part of the mimic's neural network. They learn the Architect was born from the Earth Omega's fragments. It's smarter, faster, and capable of corrupting time. Cage's memories begin blurring. He can't tell which loops are real. He fears he's beginning to lose himself. 6. Rebirth Protocol. Dr. Eno reveals he was part of a Project Phoenix, a Black Ops program that studied time echoes. They developed a prototype, the Echo Core, which can disrupt temporal fields, but the core must be planted directly in the Architect's lair, deep underground. Each attempt results in the squad dying or the mimics anticipating them. Cage tries hundreds of loops, but fails again and again. He begins questioning whether he is the real version. Rita's memories. Cage confesses everything to Rita, including the fact she keeps dying. Shockingly, Rita starts having fragmented memories of previous loops. The loop is leaking, spreading mental residue to others. Rita begins to anticipate events, even reacting before Cage does. This changes everything. They may be able to outthink the Architect together, but the mimics adapt even faster. Loop collision. Cage begins looping into alternate versions of the timeline, worlds where events play differently. He meets himself from other realities, some broken, some hostile. One version of himself joined the Architect willingly. Cage realizes the time loop has fractured reality itself. There is now a loop multiverse, and the Architect is trying to control them all. This isn't just a war, it's a convergence. Sacrifices made to get to the lair. They must sacrifice half the team, including Dr. Eno. Each death becomes harder for Cage and Rita as they live longer in each loop. They discover a corridor that doesn't reset, an anchor point beyond the Architect's reach. There they store plans and messages to themselves across loops. But the Architect begins attacking their minds, not just bodies. Rita forgets Cage's name. The loop ends briefly. After hundreds of iterations, Cage manages to detonate the Echo Core. The time loop collapses. Reality stabilizes. They escape, but realize nothing has changed. The Architect still exists. It merely moved its core consciousness to Earth. Cage has lost the loop, lost his edge, and now the enemy is heading home. Earth reawakens. Back on Earth, strange tectonic anomalies occur across major cities. A mimic horde erupts from dormant pods hidden since the First War. World leaders panic. No loop advantage this time. Oh, loop advantage this time. Rita proposes activating a Project Eternity, a temporal weapon last deemed too dangerous. Its premise: trigger a permanent loop where the Architect is never born, but it could erase everyone's memories and identities. Old foes, new alliances. Rita and Cage recruit past loopers, survivors who have residual memory like Rita. Together they confront the UDF, United Defense Force, now heavily militarized. General Brigham returns, older, bitter, and distrustful of Cage's mental state. He tries to arrest them, believing the loop itself is the enemy. Meanwhile, mimics infiltrate high-level command. Time is unraveling, and no one knows who to trust. Operation Eternity the plan. Detonate the Project Eternity device in low orbit, anchoring reality at one fixed point. The risk: if launched too late, Earth remains doomed. Too early, the architect is untraceable. Cage must once again jump into multiple timelines to find the perfect moment. Each one costs, lives, and fragments his memory further. Rita volunteers to detonate the device, but Cage can't lose her again. Or the architect's true form: as the mimics overrun cities, the architect fully manifests in Earth's core. It is no longer a creature, but a concept. Evolution through endless repetition. It has learned human emotion and uses grief to paralyze Rita during combat. Cage confronts it in the temporal echo realm, where time runs sideways. The architect offers him peace, an end to all death, if he loops forever. Inside the mind loop, Cage finds himself trapped in a simulated loop where Earth is perfect. Rita is alive. The war never happened. But small glitches appear, people smiling at the wrong time, clocks moving backward. Cage realizes he's inside the architect's mental prison. Rita, outside, tries to reach him through memory triggers. One word breaks the illusion: V. Back to the fight, Cage awakens, seconds before the architect kills Rita. This time he intervenes with a weapon forged in the loop realm. He destroys the architect's core avatar, disrupting its connection. Rita sets the Eternity device in motion. As the timer ticks down, Cage says goodbye. They kiss, knowing this version of themselves won't survive. The final loop, the world resets, not into a battlefield, but into a world where the mimics never came. Cage wakes up a civilian, no memory of the war. He sees Rita across a plaza. She looks at him strangely. They both pause, familiar, uncertain, a smile, a heartbeat. Then she walks away. The post-war world, Cage begins having flashes, dreams of fire, loops, and Rita's voice. He sketches mimics in a notebook without knowing why. He visits a war memorial with names he recognizes. Rita walks by again. They lock eyes. "Have we met?" "Yes," she says. "Maybe in another lifetime." Echoes remain. The Eternity loop holds, for now. But far across the galaxy, a new signal pulses. Not red, not blue, but black. And something ancient awakens. Post-credits scene: a young girl playing in the ruins of a battlefield finds an odd device. It glows faintly with shifting numbers. She presses it. The world shudders. The sky flickers, and then she smiles.